So the design of a system is really where it's all at. How do you design a system well in the first place? And once you've designed it, then the next thing is how to specify it to the level that it is effective at communicating the design to the implementer. Right? The implementer here being the developer, receiving a good design, being part of the good design actually is a key here. It's not enough to just be handed the design. Actually, that's a recipe for disaster. And that happens way too often for my liking. It should be that the developer, whoever's building this, is deeply integrated into the design process so that the communication bandwidth is maximal, right?
It reminds me of that quote you told me from, was it Alberto Brandolini, that what gets built is what your developers understand?
Exactly. It's your developers' assumptions that get deployed to production, right? And that's exactly what you want to do in event storming. Event storming is exactly a technique for designing a system before you just jump straight into implementation. You see, what Agile did, amongst the many benefits it had, it also had some negative effects on the industry, or at least the way in which people implement Agile. There have been some negative aspects to it. And one of those is, let's just build it and then we'll iterate.
All right.
One of the principles of Agile is working software over comprehensive documentation. Good value to have, but that doesn't mean throw away all your documentation. That doesn't mean don't do any design up front, right? And the way that Agile has been practiced by many teams is, let's just build it and then we'll iterate on it. So we'll fail and we'll iterate and we'll go from there. But you can get around a lot of the problems and you save yourself a lot of toil if you actually put more design up front, just enough to guide the cycle. Architects understand this and know that this is necessary, especially as the teams get bigger and the orchestration of teams gets bigger, then you need more upfront design.